put all your energy into this plan. I long time told you, I was looking at the interview of Schwarzenegger, and they were asking Schwarzenegger, you have become great. What is your secret? Schwarzenegger said, my secret is that I don't have plan B in my life. They said, why don't you have plan B? He says, plan B always sabotage plan A. Because you are no more giving your all into plan A, because you know, should I fail? But you must bend the bridges. You must say, this thing must work. I've got nowhere to go except this thing. Yeah, I'm not talking about planning for your life. I'm talking about the plan of God about your life. When it comes to God, there is no plan B. Look at your neighbor and say, destroy plan B. I cannot start a church and say, in case the church does not succeed, therefore I will go back to my career. There is no church failing here. When I move, I had to bend the bridges and say, church must work, because this is the only plan. Many of us, is not that you are failing. It's because your energy is scattered. Your mind is full of many things. You are always starting, but you never finish. You have to put your energy on what God has promised you and say, I am going to give it my all. This thing is my life. This thing is my purpose. This thing is my dream. If it does not work, I will die. It must work. You cannot visit your life. You cannot do it when it is convenient. You have to do it whether it is nice. Do it whether it is tough. Do it whether it is raining. Do it because this is the only plan that you have. Have you ever started something and say, in the beginning, I failure, what do we do? Already your mind have commanded your body not to commit 100%. If this thing is going to fail, what am I going to do? So your mind will start running to plan B and sabotage plan A, because there is an option. So if there is no other option, that thing must work. The reason you are doing the way you are doing, the reason you are playing when you feel like playing, is because there are many plans. And you can ask Jesus. Look at Jesus. Jesus Christ, 12 years, he went to the temple and he started discussing the law with great teachers. After 12 years, Jesus disappeared from the scene and reappeared after 12 years. What was Jesus doing? Jesus was preparing himself for a great work, because there was no other plan but to die. And he says to his disciples, a man of God, the Son of Man came for one thing, to do what? To die. When he was in the garden and he was faced with the truth, he says, Lord, let this cup pass me by. Then he changed and he says, but not my way. Not my will means I know there is no other option but to die. That is why Jesus, he withdrew from the crowd, went to the mountain to pray. Jesus was able to pray the whole night by, because he knew this is the only thing that must work, and it cannot work until I work it out. John 3 verse 16, the Bible says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in him should not perish but have an everlasting life. Jesus was given to die. And Jesus did not die on the cross. Jesus died before the heaven and the earth were created. The Bible says before the heavens and the earth were created, he died. It means that it was just a manifestation of what God had already planned about Jesus. So when Jesus came, the only thing he was here for was to die. That is why whoever said that you are not going to die, he rebuked them. He was telling them, how can you say this, because I have just come here to die? When he was on the cross, he says it is finished. What is that is finished? The reason for my coming, the plan of God. The reason you are always on WhatsApp is because you don't know this is the only thing. The reason you wake up when you feel good, it is because you don't understand your life is at stake. This is the only thing. Until you have something that you are willing to die for, you have not yet found the plan of God. If I don't have anything to stand for, I shall fall for anything. If I don't have something to stand for and say, this is my life. Plan A, Plan B, Plan C, Plan D, Plan E, Plan F, Plan Z. Paul says, this one thing I do, forget about the past and I press towards the mark. Not this many things I do. I'm not saying it's wrong to do whatever. You must understand the context of the plan of God. Not this many. Some of us, we sabotage because there are so many things and nothing is working. Not that they must fade.